All right, guys, we are here once more, and we are just preparing to interview one more independent artist, and this is about rock, or should it be pop? I don't know. Let's see what we have here today. I just know that he has a blue hair, so this is radical. So Minerva, it's from the USA. Just let us know where you are, and let's talk about who you are as an independent artist.
Yeah, totally, man. Well, I'm currently coming to you from Colorado right now, but I'm based out of Nashville, Tennessee. I've been in Nashville about 7 years now, and yeah, no, I've been releasing music as Mnerva for about 3 years now, and it's finally getting some traction, which is quite a rewarding experience.
All right, that's good. So we are talking about rock, right?
Oh
Am
yeah.
I right?
I call it alternative for the most part, just because I kind of describe my sound like imagine Linkin Park, 21 Pilots, and like Hamilton had a baby.
I just love it. So is that kind of rock that mix with some other music genre? Is it correct?
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, I love hip hop. I love theater, and definitely I write with a lot of pop people. So it kind of becomes like this massive.
Guys, this is about music. They are asking me, who is there behind you? It's a doll.
So I'm actually I'm at finishing up a bachelor party right now as we speak. It's like my one vacation before like I hit 2023 really hard. So yeah, I'm currently in my best friend's now wife actually in her makeup room, and so yeah, she's got about a bunch of fun stuff behind me.
So that doll behind you, it's not about the scenario, right? So because I have people watching, they are asking, so why blue hair? Why blue hair? Is this part of the visual about your rock style, or it's just something you just tried?
Yeah, so the blue actually up until about a year ago, my artist colors have always been red and black. Just I've always loved it. Harkens back to like the Green Day days from like American Idiot and like the Blurry Face days and like 21 Pilots' career. Always have just loved that color combination. But I decided to switch it up to do blue and black instead because I'm about to put out this EP called Invincible, and in Invincible, the title track from the EP, the hook is "There's a fire in my soul, nothing's gonna put it out. I'm invincible now." And I was like, okay, cool. Well, when I think of like a hot fire that's like an eternal flame, I think of like a blue flame, like the hottest that I could be. And I was like, okay, cool. I think that idea of like having motivation and drive that's never going to be extinguished, that's really the theme of this record. It's like as you try to overcome your mental health issues or like get through your breakups or whatever it is, like it's all about like taking another step forward. And so I really wanted to like dive deep into the blue thing. If you watch any of my shows, I'm always wearing like blue flame this or phoenix iconography. And so the hair comes from that. So yeah, I just really wanted to have that hit that lyric home because that's really the whole point of this entire record I'm about to put out.
Okay, so we are talking about branding. I just love how it's starting because I can see you have an amazing website. Wow.
Thank
This,
you so much,
this
man.
is all blue and
Yeah.
I like the logo. I like everything, even the blue the blue background with your shadow. That's amazing. I like it.
Thank you so
And
much.
there is also the playlist since we get on inside the website. I don't do that, but I will just change a little bit today. Let's just share what I'm watching here on my computer
Sure, please.
so
Yeah.
people can see that because this is something good. Let me see.
Yeah. Shout out to Carol Nakamura for her amazing work on the website.
Right.
I
So
am not without my team.
can you see the website now?
Oh yeah.
Look at that, guys. For those artists starting now and thinking about what I have to do to start my independent career, branding. Can you see what this guy is doing? Look, Minerva, this is the band name. His branding is totally, even in his hair and the blue color on the website, there is this amazing logo. It's very modern. So it's about rock and it's about a kind of rock that's mixing with another music genres, very modern, very 2023. So very good things. We just open the website and we get straight to his music, his branding, his music video that we are going to watch right now.
So this music video is a culmination of a big series that I did. So this song, the interview, it's uh, in my opinion, the most important song I've ever written. It's about the question, "Where do you see yourself in 5 years?" And so the video, it kind of intersperses between like, this is the final single off my last project. So this video kind of recaps everything that happened in the other videos, and then takes you to the final conclusion of the story.
Right. So we are going to watch this and then we go back to the latest project. All right?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Let's do it then.
Mr. Wagner? Mr. Wagner? Mr. Wagner? Nothing. Mr. Wagner? Mr. Wagner? Mr. Wagner? Mr. Wagner? Mr. Wagner? Not really? Really? That didn't do it. All right. Matt! Are you okay?
Dude, I was having the craziest dream, man.
Well, at least you got some sleep before the interview.
Are we here?
Yeah, we're here.
Wait. What time is it?
9? Well, I mean, almost. You got a couple minutes before you go in, but...
Oh my god.
Yeah. Remember? We were supposed to do this whole routine. I was the interviewer, you were the interviewee. You fell asleep halfway through the drive, and I didn't really want to bug you, so...
It's fine. It's not like this interview reflects my success in life or anything.
Not at all a dramatic approach. Totally, completely, 100% very rational, very logical, not at all an overreaction whatsoever.
Dude, I write songs for a living. What do you expect?
Okay, that I will give you as a fair point. Okay.
Alright, well, hey. Wish me luck.
Oh shoot, was I supposed to pick him up later?
I see the future in my head. Tell me it's worth it in the end. My dreams are doubts, I'm insecure. So what am I living for? Come in, Mr. Wagner.
I applied for a job today, went to the interview, suit and tie. I didn't hesitate, it was simple. It did everything perfectly, but then my boss asked me a question that startled me. She said, "What do you see yourself in 5 years?" And I thought, my God, I hope that I'm not here. And in that moment, I realized I wasn't prepared, so I made something up. Pretended I wasn't scared, cause I'm a dreamer. Since the beginning, there's been no practical option. I've never thought of quitting at writing, singing, drumming, or chasing applause. But as I get older, people are telling me I gotta get a real job, so that my future self send me a sign. I know it's impossible with the limits of time, but to be honest, I don't want to regret when I reminisce. In 5 years, I hope it gets better than this. I hope it gets better than this, yeah. I hope it gets better than this, right? I hope it gets better than this. I'm impatiently waiting for something, I don't know what. But to myself in 5 years, please tell me I shouldn't give up.
I see the future in my head. Tell me it's worth it in the end. My dreams are doubts, I'm insecure. So what am I living for?
Yeah, I got so many questions, cause there's so much more to life than just succeeding in a profession. Will I one day find my place in the community? My quarter life crisis came early and it's been killing me. Will I keep a girlfriend or find me a wife? Cause I think I'll be alone for the rest of my life, or worse, or end up like Ted Mosby and Robin and get my picture perfect end of my ex and all the problems. I'll never spill my guts out often with that provocative question. Put the nail in the coffin, I know I talk too much. That's why I'm spitting a verse, cause I'm not you. And for me, rap is more than getting turned. But honestly, I'm way too scared to open up, cause what'll happen to me if people don't think I'm good enough? All I know is that this ain't it. So in 5 years, I hope it gets better than this. I hope it gets better than this, yeah. I hope it gets better than this, right? I hope it gets better than this. I'm impatiently waiting for something, I don't know what. But to myself in 5 years, please tell me I shouldn't give up.
I see the future in my head. Tell me it's worth it
relevant. Things change, but I'm a slave to the same sentiments. I'm nostalgic as hell, and I want to move on, but I don't know if I ever stop rewriting this song. But now, things are happening, life's looking up, and I'm tired of always feeling like I'm never enough. So to myself in 5 years, I can't wait to meet you. I'ma make it somebody that I'ma want to look up to. It's a go. It don't matter, cause I'm taking control and I'ma grow. I'd rather do something than fear the unknown, cause I create my fate, it's taking shape, make no mistake. I know that someday I'ma be okay. I'm impatiently waiting for the future to unfold, and now I'm ready for anything, cause I know it'll get better than this. It'll get better than this. There's no guarantee that I'll succeed, but I know it'll get better than this. Oh yeah. I shouldn't give up, cause for once I don't feel overwhelmed. I never thought I'd make it out of hell, but now I say it proud, I believe in myself. Don't know how it's gonna happen or how it's gonna be, but I know if I keep working then I'm gonna succeed. So to myself in 5 years, I have no fear, cause I know it's gonna get better than this.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
I have not watched that in a long time. Oh God, I love that video.
Man, I'm speechless. Wow. You produced that music video?
I worked with my good friend Ben Radberg. He's actually the guy in the intro doing all the acting bits with me, and there's no other way to say it. He's brilliant, and we had a lot of fun piecing together all the videos from that I had done before for that project. There were 3 other ones. There was Quarter Life Crisis, I'm Not You, and Talk Too Much. And yeah, so that was the culmination of that entire project, was the Interviews music video. And I mean,
man, I even can't explain, because you are more than 10,000 miles from me, right? We are talking through a Zoom call, so it's a very simple tool that we are using to talk about music, etc. But I was feeling a very strong emotional connection. And this is something so impressive that I can tell you, for a long time, I'm doing interviews with many different people around the world, and doing independent music business. That's what you are doing with this level of quality. Is not common. So
thank you, man.
This guy is outstanding. Guys, Mnerva, look, where we can find you. Let's talk about this now, and then we can talk about the music.
Totally.
Social networks, where we can find you.
So on Instagram, you can find me at Mnerva Official, and then on TikTok, it's at Mnerva Music. But there's no I in Mnerva, so it's Mnerva.
Right.
And yeah, Facebook.
It's like Mnerva, right?
Yes, Mnerva. Yes, exactly.
Mnerva. All right. Mnerva. All right. So Spotify is the same.
Yeah, Spotify would be the same. Look up Mnerva. There should be about like 25,000 monthly listeners, and the guy with the blue hair, that's me.
That's why he got the blue hair. Right. So YouTube, the same name?
Yes.
Okay. What's the website?
So the website's going to be www.mnervaofficial.com as well.
Mnervaofficial.com. This guy is just a genius. Sorry, I have to say that. I know I have contact with many different independent artists, but you are just a genius, because I can see you are doing a lot with independent investment that it's not big companies behind your project. It's you.
Mm-hmm.
You are the star. You are the source of creativity. You are the source for the creativity, for the music, and also for the music video, because it's you on the music video, your ideas. And I know there is a team, there is a lot of people helping, but let's give attention to the main person in that team. That's you. I can tell that because I am a music producer. So sorry, team. It's his turn now. Just Tim, just stay in your place right now because we are talking about Wagner. Man, you are a genius. It's amazing. What about that song that's mixing rap, also rock, and also a very emotive, very emotional connection, a huge emotional connection with the audience? How just you came up with that idea, mixing
So
everything and still being very pop?
yeah, so the interview is as I said at the beginning, is one of my favorite songs I've ever written, and I think the most important one I've ever put out. That song I actually wrote about, oh my God, I'm getting old. I wrote 6 years ago now. Yeah, it would have been the oh my God, oh, it's going on 7. Oh, I hate that. But yeah, I wrote the first draft of that in March of 2016. I was the most depressed I've ever been in my life at the time. I'd just started college and felt like I made a terrible mistake of where I went and just wasn't vibing with people, and just felt like I couldn't be myself. And I just wrote that "I hope it gets better than this" line, and in that, it just song came out. And it's funny because I wrote this first version. There was no chorus. The only sung part was the yeah, "It'll get better than this" at the very end. That whole thing, and yeah, then it kind of stayed in that form until like a couple years later when I brought the song back, and I that was when all the raps in the current form came out. And then about 3 years later again, I'm sorry, 2 years later again, I sat down with Cypress, the girl singing that, and my main music collaborator Corey Shore, and we wrote that chorus, the "I see the future in my head." And so like this song is the epitome of just like piecing elements together like over time. And I think that a lot of artists shoot themselves in the foot when it comes to songwriting, actually, because they're about how fast can I do this? And okay, cool. Oh, I wrote it in like 10 minutes. It must be good. And that is right in some cases, but I think art really needs time to fester and really needs time to like, work out in your brain. And so I love how that song took me 5 years to even finish. And then the fact that it's about where do you see yourself in 5 years? Well, 5 years ago when I wrote it, like I never thought it would be that good. It was just like a song I wrote for therapy, and really it was the first Mnerva song. Like that's by far the oldest song I've ever put out, like in origin for this project. And yeah, really, it just the fact that it like turned itself on its head at the end, saying it's going to get better than this. Like I end all my shows on this song because at the end of the day, and you can even see it on the website, like the slogan for Mnerva is "It'll get better than this." Like no matter what you're going through, like there's always a reason to keep moving forward, because like with if you have a positive outlook and the drive to keep going, like nothing can get in your way. All that you can do is just keep getting up from every failure. Oh, my friend, I've lost your mic. You're so good, buddy.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you. Yes.
Right. I'm just going back to your website now because I want to talk to you at the same time and show everyone how you made this branding. That's I just feel it's amazing. So can you feel that it's better than before? So in comparison where you were before in terms of artistic identity and now, is it better?
Oh yeah, like hands down. Like before, it was more like I think every artist needs to not copy. That's the wrong word. So, it needs to imitate before they can create. And I feel like the branding, like during the Red and Black era, was much more like, okay, cool, I'm imitating bands and looks that I love, and this one now feels a lot more original and much more
No,
true to.
we are not talking about imitation. This is the wrong word. I sorry, I have to correct you.
No,
This is
go for it.
optimization. Optimization is
Okay.
using what you have and mix with different things and create something new. That's what you did. So optimization is the best word for that.
Yeah.
And I just love it. Doesn't matter if you are uh being inspired to any other artist, doesn't matter that art is that art is that exactly. Get inspired in creating something new. Could be similar or not, but it's creation anyway. And I love it. There is a lot of quality here. And well, I can tell you, I am a new fan right now. I will follow you. I will just put your songs on my playlist because it's not only, now you told me it's not only music. There is a lot behind it, a lot of information and also history, and also um it works as a therapy. The lyric is so strong, you know.
Thank you.
So I am very impressed, and the website has everything we need to know about you to become a fan. And I'm here just for like 5 minutes searching and playing around with your website, and I was just, wow, this guy deserves my attention, you know, and I just love it. So now that you told me you are better, because that was the main goal with that music video, to make you feel better. And now after 6 years, you said 6 years, right?
Yeah, no, I wrote that song in March of 2016, so we're going on 7 this year.
Right. So after 7 years, you feel better, and the results of your project, and then we go to Spotify. This is you now, right?
Hmm?
Okay. Which of those songs you suggest for anyone starting exploring your portfolio right now?
Yep, easy. By far, Sorry Forget About Me, and that Sorry Forget
But
About Me.
you are telling me to forget about you, but I just loved you. How can I forget about you? It's not possible. Sorry.
Yeah, I would say Sorry Forget About Me is definitely
Sorry, I can't forget about you.
I would say that one is definitely the direction of where I'm at now, and then Amends is where I'm going.
So,
That's
okay,
those
everyone, go to
songs.
Sorry, Forget About Me. That is, right now, it has more than 167,000 plays. So you can imagine this is good, because this is the most played music, the most played track on his portfolio. And also, there is another one that's Quarter Life Crisis. Some people just like this one too, and also the other one, Quarter Life Crisis Processor Remix. Okay, so that's the second one, right?
Yeah, so I would say, so the Processor remix, I absolutely love. He's a producer out of Sweden, and he's once just very brilliant. If you're into Nine Inch Nails or any other industrial rock bands, you'll really like that song. And yeah, so far the songs that are going to be included on my new record are going to be Sorry Forget About Me, Amends, Love Song, and Josh.
Okay, and also there is some other tracks like Talk Too Much, and The Interview is the one we were listening right now. Stuck, all of them, they have very good amount of plays, the number of plays. I'm not that kind of person that says, oh, this song has quality because there is a lot of plays. No, especially because you know that some people can pay for plays, and it's a something that doesn't mean the artist has a lot of talent or even followers and likes. It has nothing to do with talent. Numbers has nothing to do with talent. But I suggest going to the artist suggestion that was Sorry, Forget About Me, and then you explore according to your music taste, because I can see he's mixing different music genres, and this is very modern. There is a lot of different options, and I'm sure everyone can find something here, because it's a one, two, three, 10 different singles, and also EP. Yeah, I mean it's EP with 3 songs. There is another one with 2 songs. Sorry, Forget About Me. There is another one with 6 songs. Talk Too Much. Very good, man. You have a lot. Jesus Christ. So you started just releasing songs in 2020, and you have a lot of songs like that.
Yeah, so my musical journey has been interesting because I started off as purely a rapper, purely a hip hop artist. My whole thing, actually, so Mnerva, the name, people ask me a lot about where it's from. And do you know Deftones, the band? They're from 90s, 2000s band from like in the alternative metal scene. So they have this song called Mnerva. It's a very shoegaze, like ethereal song from their 2003 self-titled record, and I remember the first time I heard it. I was on my last day working at a guitar shop. It was my last desk job I ever had before I decided to give up on that life and do what I actually enjoyed with my time. And I remember listening to the song and just hearing it in a completely new way, and I was like, "Oh my God, what if someone took like this ethereal guitar and like these like shoegaze pads and like put rap over it and like trap drums?" And so that was where Mnerva came from. It came from this idea of what a sound could be. And so all my early singles, whenever they were all based on comic book art, that was all me as a hip hop artist. They definitely don't represent where I'm at now because I'm much more rock than I was back then. But yeah, so there really is something for everybody there. There's pop, there's rock, there's just straight hip hop, there's musical theater influences. I mean, yeah, it's a mishmash of stuff, but I like to think that my voice keeps it all cohesive somehow.
Man, but what you are doing is amazing because you can reach different audiences, you know. It's not songs only for people that likes hip hop or rock. It's for everyone. And
Mm,
especially because you are that kind of artist that can develop a strong connection with the audience. I don't know
mm,
what you have, but you have something special, and I like it. You know, it's not easy to find that, and I can identify that on you. All right, and
thank you.
the good thing is you are just being yourself.
Yeah,
You are not trying to act like somebody else.
yeah,
You have your artistic identity. You already have that kind of effect that I will not forget about you, even if your song says to forget about you, me, you know, for like forget about me, but I will not forget about you. And this is not because your blue hair, because you know this artificial things we use for branding make people remember us just because of blue hair. No, it's because your voice intonation. It's because after that rap, there is a boom in emotion on that song that made me feel goosebumps. That's what I'm talking about. And you have it, you know. I don't have to say these things because when I am a producer, so if I don't like, I say, look, I don't like this, but I have a tip. Why don't you do something like that and that? In your case, it's perfect. It's good. It's ready for radio. And this is
thank you, man.
important, you know, this is
Hmm.
very important. So, um, now we have Love Song, your latest
Hmm.
release, right?
Hmm.
Now I want to talk about this. Guys, if you want to go to his portfolio and try to start on Sorry, Forget About Me, my suggestion is go to Love Song and also explore what we have since the beginning of his time releasing music on streaming services. Do that. Go to the first one there on the bottle that was, let me see here, Geek,
Yep.
and then go up and understand the evolution of his music career. And now I want to play Love Song.
Yeah.
I just have a question.
Mhm.
You are 26 years old, right?
I am. Yes.
And when you started like thinking, oh, I want to be an artist, can you just give us some information about that? Because we have a lot of the younger generation, they nowadays they don't start things because they don't have likes or followers. Can you
Yeah.
imagine? This is horrible. So give us some tips and tell us how you started and why you decided to start.
So, my once again, my artist journey has been very interesting. I started out as a band kid, so I'm a drummer. I've actually been playing for about 22 years now, and it's very much a huge part of my identity. It's actually how I make my living as well down in Nashville. I play drums in clubs, and
Wait. You are a musician for 20 years, you said?
yeah, I've been playing drums for about 22 years.
22 years. So you
Yep.
started when you were 4 years old.
So my dad was a drummer, and my mom was a singer, and they met in a jazz trio, and then I came around.
Jesus Christ. I told you, he's a genius. Okay, keep going.
So yeah, that all happened, and then yeah, so I was in this band called Remedy for a very long time, which was a wonderful experience. It was really where I got the music bug and the songwriting bug, and it was kind of like this friendly competition between me and my guitarist and me and my bassist of how can we one up each other and become better musicians because of it and better writers because of it. And eventually, the guitarist unfortunately left the band, and me and the bass player just kind of started writing and recording songs in my basement. And when that happened, it was that was really when I was like, oh my God, I think I can do this. I really want to do it. But I didn't think I could do it by myself. I was like, I need people around me. I didn't have the confidence yet to branch out. So then I went to college. And when I went to college, I was beyond depressed. It was not my favorite experience in the world. And I had to leave my music partner. And so I had to completely relearn how to make music myself. And so, yeah, that was definitely a very difficult process at first. And I kind of gave up on music altogether. And this is going to sound completely out of left field, but bear with me. I decided to write a musical instead. And so, yeah, I loved 21 Pilots. And so I decided to write a jukebox musical with all their music. So it was called Blurry Face the Musical. And that became like my pride and joy for the next while because I was too scared to be an artist myself and make something purely my own. And so, but I knew that this project was a risk because I needed to get the band's permission and I was a nobody. So I started recording all of my early Mnerva stuff around that time just in case it didn't work out. So I released this musical and a trailer for it. You can actually still find it on Reddit to this day, but I ended up getting it went really viral within the community. I ended up splitting the fan base in two. Half of them loved me, half of them didn't, and then like really didn't love me. I got a lot of death threats for that one, and I ended up getting a cease and desist letter from the record label for the project because it was getting a lot of traction. It was I mean I was literally trending on Twitter for a while. It was a whole thing. This is like in February of 2020, January of 2020. I'm sorry. And so when I got the cease and desist letter, I said, okay, well I now have this platform based on all these fans of 21 Pilots. So hi guys, my first single comes out in like 2 weeks. I hope you listen to it. And then Geek did very well because I had all that attention from the 21 Pilots thing. So asking about how long I've wanted to be an artist, I think I always have been. I just didn't have the belief in myself to do it. And so I'm really glad that I was able in this really winding path to be like, okay, cool. I love what I'm making. I love what I'm doing. I'm not doing this to impress anybody else. I'm doing this because I love it. And by being genuinely myself, I'm going to get people on board. I don't need to take from anybody else in order to get people to love me.
All right, that's really interesting. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
And it works as a reference for those starting now, because sometimes you have to reinvent yourself, and this happens
Yes.
with everyone. Even if you have a guy with a lot of talent, like this one, guys, like Wagner, he has a lot of talent, and also he needed to reinvent himself. It's part of the process of optimization. You get what you have, you mix and create something new. And that's what he's doing. And he made this even about his all image. Because look, this guy that you are seeing that has blue hair, he was also this guy without a beard, and also he was this guy. Totally different. It's another person. And can you see? He's a lot of different persons, and also his music express the same. He can just explore all those different songs, mixing rap with more emotional music, with pop, with rock, with everything, and it's still modern, it's still good, it's still genuine to his artistic identity. You are that kind of artist. We say, oh, this guy has a lot of freedom. He's free to create, because some people are attached too much to a music genre or a style that they lose their freedom. And what you did, you created a music career around a lot of freedom that allow you to explore, and people keep liking it and keep playing your songs. I can see the numbers are good.
Yeah.
Congratulations for that.
There's a lot of work. A lot of work.
Oh, I can imagine, man.
Oh my
I can
God.
imagine. It's not easy. It's not easy. So, let's talk about love song. Why love? And is it romantic? Because the name says love song, and I'm just going in direction of the title. What's that about? Because
Yeah.
we are going to listen to that right now.
Yeah, so love song is a love song, yes, but it's a very me love song. Is what I always tell people. It's about
It's a
not being
mean
able to write
love song. I will not play that song then. So it's not about love. Is it mean?
Oh no, no, a me love song.
Oh, me. Okay, me. All right. So you
well,
love yourself.
kind of. What I mean by that is like it's about someone else, but it's about not knowing how to write a love song, but it's a love song, and that's just so something I would do because it's not straightforward. It's very much like I don't know how to write a love song because I'm used to getting hurt, but ever since I met you, I've been searching for the words.
Oh, a lot of people will relate to that because we don't know how to express ourselves.
Exactly.
Especially the younger ones. They are too electronic. They are too attached to technology. They are not developing the cognitive side because the social interaction it's too short every day, and also because the social networks, TikTok, like scrolling 15 seconds of emotion, they don't have emotions anymore. So a lot of people will relate to that. We don't
I'm
know how to write love songs. This is good. One more positive. You are good, man. You are good. One more positive thing here. You can grab the audience by what they want to listen. They identify themselves with this. Let's listen to love song now
do it.
from a person that doesn't know how to write a love song. That's a very good perspective. Can you see that?
Not yet.
Okay, let me try again.
You so good.
And now?
Now, yeah, all good.
Right. So
Also, this is
I'm
one of the songs that
follow Mnerva, guys. Do like I'm doing now. Follow him and also put his song. I will put this song here on my playlist in some seconds. Let's go to love song first. This one, right?
Yep, that'll be it.
The latest song. Good, good, good. Man, you can. I don't know how you do that. Emotional connection. It makes me feel like crying. And I'm not crying, but inside I feel like crying, because there is that emo style on your voice that's a little bit like down and depressed, and then you express through music, and the young generation, they love it. So that's amazing. I like it. It's a little bit rock, a little bit pop, and it's still melancholic. I like it. I like it. It's good in a positive way, all right? Because let's be very uh, direct. Sorry. After the pandemic, a lot of people was depressed, all right?
Yes.
Lockdowns brought a lot of mental health problems. So now a lot of artists, they are creating music and also involving this state of mind that almost everyone is feeling the same. People are a little bit down because what we were suffering the last 3 years. So when you bring songs like that, that's a little bit melancholic, and it can also express this feeling that's here inside, people listen, people put on their playlists because they get related to that. And also talking about feelings, and that in a way that we don't know to talk about feelings, but we try anyway. That's good.
Yeah.
So what am I doing a good reading about your music or not?
Extremely. Yeah. That song was fun. Like I just talked about in the interview about having songs like Fester. That Love Song was the opposite. I wrote that one in like an hour, and it was I remember when I got that first lyric, the don't know how to write a love song because I'm used to getting hurt, but ever since I met you, I've been searching for the words. I just remember being like, yes, that's it. That's the one. And I was so happy. And then, yeah, I've never written a song that's even remotely happy in that way. And so that was a very rewarding experience being able to do. And I'm not in that relationship anymore, but this song, it still carries through, and like I now when I sing it, I think of someone else, but it still is the same feeling. It's like, oh my god, I still don't know how to really express how I feel, so this is the best I got.
You know what's interesting? Music today is about mood, and also the streaming services is all about mood. Playlisting is all about mood. So, and talking about mood, when I was listening to Love Song, besides being a melancholic kind of music, I was feeling good. So there is a feel good feeling in the end, you know. And this is interesting because one more positive point. A person that's feeling down and listening to that kind of song, in the end, is feeling better. Even if it's a song about not knowing, talking about love, not knowing to express yourself very well. And this is one more positive point. You are going the right path, because this is another song that could be on the radio. Can you see?
Definitely one of my favorites I've done.
And again,
Like,
yeah.
I was just saying, if I really had to put like my 3 favorite songs I've released, it would be The Interview, Sorry Forget About Me, and Love Song. So yeah, but all 3 of those hold a very special place. And Love Song's great too, because I wrote that one all myself. Like I never write songs by myself completely. That was a very rewarding experience as well.
Oh man, congratulations, because you are a genius. I know that. And I can tell you why. When you are discovered on more than 30 playlists, it's because people are liking your music. And I want to count down those. Let me see. 6, 1, 2, 24. Okay. Man, more than 30. Amazing. And people are liking your.
Fame on Fire. Oh, that's cool. I love that band.
What? Say again?
I didn't realize I was on Fame on Fire. I love that band.
Yeah, man. So people are enjoying your music, and when they put on their playlist and keep there and keep listening on repeat, that's that's what everything that an artist needs in this digital era, you know. Because as I said, playlisting is about mood. People will not listen if they don't like it.
Yeah.
If it's still there, because we have the option to delete songs. If it's still there, and playlist normally takes 3 months to appear here in this section.
Yeah.
So if it's still there, it's because people are liking your songs, and this is amazing. And now I want to talk something that I saw here. You have some partnerships with another artists,
Yeah.
right? Those songs here, you recorded with them?
Not every single one of them, but Rex Arkham, the first guy up there, I did a track called "Owe It to Myself" with him last year, and he's a rap rock artist from Ireland, and yeah, I actually met him through Submit Hub, the playlisting website. Yeah, he was the only other guy who did rap rock, and I was like, "Yo, bro, like your music's sick. We should do something together." And yeah, so he's on my Quarter Life Crisis Processor remix, and I'm on his "Owe It to Myself." Owe It to Myself remix. And then Alistair, I'm about to be in a song with very soon. He is an exceptional artist from Nashville as well. He's very much in like the trap metal scene. And
They are all good looking persons and
oh yeah.
something good too. You are in the same path because you have a strong image. When it look to you, grab the attention and we remember your face. This is also important, and they are in the same path. So good. You are not working with all of them, but what about these productions you appear on? One, two, three, six, seven different ones.
Yeah, so those have been very fun because I have been what's the word for it? So the Secret Sauce, that was the first collab I ever did. It was with this producer named Bears Take Manhattan, and yeah, no, Bears is a incredible EDM producer. So yeah, that one was really fun. And then World on Silent Mode, that one was working with an Israeli artist. She's like this symphonic cello player. She's incredible. And then Fears, Eric Fatima is my producer. Sorry, not producer. My guitarist. And yeah, no, he is absolutely brilliant voice. I adore him very much as well.
Great, 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 great. So, um, do you have any plan like after Love Song? What we have coming next? Or you are still working on Love Song and we'll keep working on that one right now?
So funny you asked that. Actually, I do have the next thing. So I want to show you this. My next
I love
thing
it.
Yeah, it's this thing called Invincible. This is the project that I've been waiting for. That all these singles have been leading up to the full EP, and so yeah, I'm beyond excited. It comes out February 24th, and so it's got about a month and a half left, and cannot wait. Cannot wait for that. Yeah, it's gonna be, in my opinion, my best work yet. Like I've very much been I've been sitting on this record for a very long time. Actually, sorry, forget about me. I recorded in like January of 2021. So I mean, I've been sitting on.
Oh, when you bring that one, I will forget about you for real for the old you, and I will get just the new one. It's an EP, right? There is how
Yes.
many songs?
So it's going to be 6 songs. It's Invincible, Sorry, Forget About Me, Josh, Amends, Love Song, and then there's a finale, which is an outro to Love Song that's not on the single. And it's a mashup of the entire record all in one song.
Amazing. I'm curious and I'm will be waiting for you. Amazing. And I will lost myself on that EP. Because man, just for the graphic you showed me, I just loved it. Because I love this kind of thing that shock. You know, I like the wings like Angel, etc. Good. And also Blue. The branding is still there. You are incredible, man. You just got in my mind. I will never forget about you. Never.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's
And
good.
then
That's the intention, right?
yeah. So that's going to be the next project. Then I have an acoustic version of that record that I am working on as we speak. So going to be putting that out a little bit afterwards. I have a remix of Sorry Forget About Me with this guy named Matty Beats that's going to be coming out soon. And then from there, uh, I have the song Stuck that I released 2 years ago, and I really want to do an updated version because I adore the song. It just my sound has gone in such a different direction. I'm not a hip hop artist anymore, and so I really want to make it like a true like rock song. And so yeah, I'm gonna be doing that as well. And then
Yeah, but my suggestion is don't stop singing rap because
oh
even
yeah,
if you explore any other music genres, put rap on inside your rock songs always because this will never die. I'm sure about that because this is coming from years and keep going. And the younger generation they are in hip hop always. They start the like I have a 11 years old son first music genre he likes was hip hop because Travis Scott and
Well, yep,
because
there it is.
Xbox. So if you go to the game industry, the hip hop is so strong, and you have to grab that audience that's coming. You know, they
Yeah.
are coming from the video games. So keep going with rap inside your songs because this is good. Inside your EPs, obviously one or two, put a little bit of rap or hip hop there.
Yeah, and that's very much what I've done in Invincible. There's only rap on 2 of the 6 songs, but like when there is, it's some of the best verses I've ever written. Like I'm very excited about that, and I'm actually as we speak recording my next project that will come out next year actually, and it's yeah, the music just keeps getting more grand and more like more big. Like I really want to. I always tell people like when I'm trying to pitch myself for live shows, it's like, hi, I'm a basically I'm bringing a stadium experience to a local audience is how I always like to say it, and like the more I keep recording music, just the more epic and bigger it gets, and that excites me a lot. And I really like what I'm making right now.
Great. And I like it too. I'm curious to see what you are going to bring. And I have a
Yeah.
question about now it's about something personal. You can tell me if you don't want to talk about it. So how do you do to conciliate like school or university? In your case, you are 26 right now, also professional life. And if you have any other professional activity outside the music industry.
Yeah, so I play drums for a living. That's one of my things, and I also serve as many other artists do. So I work at a couple different restaurants, couple days a week. And what I've learned with music is it's kind of a money game. It's just how much capital can you raise? Because then you just got to put it toward promo. You got to put it toward trying to like work with PR agencies, work toward recording, and then pay live musicians for shows. And so yeah, I worked my butt off in order to raise money, and then I put that money toward my music. And my goal for 2023 is actually spend less money because if I look at how much I spent in 2020, 2021, and 2022, it's a lot of money. But
Yeah, the
I
strategy is spending less than you earn, and then you make it. Or
exactly.
you go through the year, and you never do wrong if you do that.
Yeah,
Spending less than you make. But so you are working as a drummer professionally, and
mhm.
that's what you do. So you work with music anyway. You could do that. So you are in the heaven because you can still build your career. So this is amazing. It's so difficult, man. I'm talking to you because most of the artists I am interviewing from many different countries, they are like doing, I don't know, do, during the university, still working and still recording their songs, you know. And sometimes they are not working the music industry. Sometimes they are working in a pub or I don't know, sales, you know, just as you said, to bring money in and invest in their own career. So
Yeah,
what you are doing is still working with music. That's good. Thank God.
yeah. No, I really thank God a lot for that. The fact that I'm able to keep playing drums, and also one of my goals for this year is to expand my drumming business as well in order to really build capital through music because I also do serve at a couple restaurants, and so I'm looking to try and hopefully phase that out by the end of the year and make it so that I am officially full time music, whether it's through Mnerva or drums or whatever it needs to be. But yeah, I have a trade with the drums. I don't want to be a full time drummer, like have that be like my only gig. Like I always knew I had more to say, and that's why I wanted to be an artist. But at the same time, I I am a very good drummer. I'm very solid. I would not say I'm like the best in the world, but like I'm very good. I'm good enough to be a professional, and I quite enjoy getting to analyze music from the back of a stage. Because every time I play a show, I'm just like stealing from this singer, stealing from this guitar. I'm just back out here like being like, all right, I like how you did that. Oh God, that did not work. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that in my show.
Right. Okay. Good. So if I am a producer and I need a drummer, and how can I contact you? Go to your website, and there is a contact page there.
Yeah, if you either my website or my Instagram, either one would work. Yeah, if you just message or DM that, it'll be.
Tell
I'll
us
be.
again your website and social networks handles.
So Minerva official.
Mnerva official without the I after M. So Mnerva official.com.
Exactly.
Good.
Yep.
It's gonna be on the
Yep.
screen as well because we put this information so people can follow you and find you.
Oh, yeah.
Great, brilliant. So About relationships. Are you married?
No, I have a beautiful girlfriend who's in the other room working actually right now. But yes, we've been together about like 9 months now, and it's been one of the happiest times of my life.
Okay. Amazing, amazing. So is she supporting you in everything you need?
Yes, she is absolutely wonderful. She's actually an R&B artist herself, so she gets music, and it's nice because we're in different genres, and so
Oh, wait. No, 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 no. I will have to explore her Spotify right now. Tell
yes,
me her
please.
name.
So she's kind of doing a rebrand right now, but Ryn Rin Eckert Eckert.
I couldn't hear you. Say again. Put on
You're
the
good.
chat and then I will copy her name.
You're good. Ryn.
RYM.
Yep. Ryn. Yes. Like N is in no.
YRM.
Ryn.
RYN.
Yeah. Rin. Exactly. Space Eckert. Eckert. Mm-hmm.
ECKERT.
Yeah. Yep. Foolish would be her.
This one?
Yep, that'd be her. Yeah, she
Okay.
is going through a rebrand right now, getting ready to drop some incredible music, and I cannot wait to see that. But yeah, she
Okay. Guys, just go to explore. How can I pronounce her name?
Rin Eckert.
Ring Eckert. That's
Yep.
difficult name. And this is also
It's
strong.
her
Ring
mother's maiden name.
It's very artistic too. That's
Yep.
strong. Ring Eckert. All right, good. So if you want to explore his girlfriend, and don't ask him, don't contact him because he has a girlfriend. All right, you can explore her Spotify too. And also going back here to your Spotify now. Okay, here. So if an artist wants to do a partnership with you, is it possible?
Oh, completely. Yeah, it very much. If I like them as people and like the music they're making is completely. Yeah, I always just say hit me up and let's talk. And if it's a good fit, then yeah, let's make something awesome.
Okay, that's good. I like people like this, like dynamic and keep going. And in this, I can tell you, international partnerships, even producing remotely, is something very good to reach a different audience that's not yours right now. So try
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah, well, working with Rex has definitely hit Ireland, which has been great, and then Processor being from Sweden has been incredible, and yeah, I feel like a lot of U.S. artists feel like, oh, it has to be the United States. It's like, no, there's a whole world out there, guys. Like, and honestly, I would say internationally for me, like people not in the U.S. tend to listen to more music and be much better consumers than the U.S. Like, we love the pirate shit, and it's a whole thing, and it's like, most people are like, why would I pay an artist? And I'm like, well, you want me to keep making it? I need money to make it. And so like, I feel like the international community is much better at recognizing what and respecting what the art is.
Oh, there is a lot of international artists that are also waiting for an opportunity to have a partnership and release at least one song with another artist from another country. And it's mutual help, not to make money, but for a proper exchange of audiences. And
Yeah.
there is a lot of people open for that. Because if you talk about money, and I understand we need to do business to make money, obviously. If you don't make money, there is no business. But sometimes we can sacrifice a little bit and give a little bit and receive a little bit too. And this
Mhm.
mutual help brings good results. I did that myself with different artists, and the results was good. And it's something I suggest. Do it. Even if you don't earn anything, do it, because your song will be here in that part of a lot of different artists, and
Yeah.
people can find you from there. Okay,
Mhm.
this is important, so keep going that direction. You'll be good. What about radio and live performances? How it's working for you?
So I haven't really focused a lot on radio yet. I have a couple connections.
And you don't need, because you are on the streaming services and worldwide, so okay, but
Well,
radio is also part of this, so you are not at the radio right now.
Not yet. I was gonna say though, radio. I think, especially for my sound, because it is very reminiscent of 2000 music. I think it actually would do very well on radio, and so I really do want to start looking in those avenues. I have a couple potential connections with some local radio stations. There's so many things you have to do, and I'm like, okay, cool. I will get to that one. I need to get back from this bachelor party, but I will get to that one. But yeah, then from there, you asked about radio, and what was the other thing you asked about?
Live performances.
Yeah, so I play live a lot. Like that is definitely the most.
Let me just make a comment before you reply this one. There is some artists. No, there is a lot of artists. They are working, focusing on the streaming services. They are not doing live performances, and this it's a different segment right now that exists. And they are still good artists, amazing artists, and they don't do live performance because that's not their focus. So that's why I'm asking. We are giving more opportunity for those artists too, and I want to know if you are one of those artists.
Yeah, so I'm definitely I play live a lot. Like it's a very important side of the job to me because it's really the only time I feel like truly can connect with everybody. And so yeah, with putting on live shows, I think is really important because it makes people go from liking your music to believing in your music. And that's you can't pay for that. Like that is it's one thing to like an artist because it's cool to like an artist. Like I feel like half of Drake's fans aren't actually Drake fans. It's just like, oh, I want to fit in with everyone else, so because of that I love Drake. And not me talking crap on Drake. I love Drake. But at the same time it's like I feel like when you go to a live show though and you're able to make that person in the audience feel like they're heard and that this music is for them as well, like that is a powerful thing that can't be underestimated. And I think a lot of artists really shoot themselves in the foot by not playing live, even when you're not like playing stadiums and massive yet. Because if you can't connect with someone in a small room, how are you going to connect with someone on a big stadium tour? You're not going to be able to. It's going to be all about you, and music should never be all about you. It should be about everyone you're performing for. It's a service industry.
Yeah, but we have to remember about the globalization of music, and there is some bands, and each member is in a different country. They are still a band. They are still doing performing, recording remotely, producing remotely, and putting on streaming services. And that's what I'm talking about. So I know the live performance is really important to connect really with the fans, but some people can't do it, and they are still working, producing music and releasing on streaming services. So you are not that kind of artist, but you are focusing on the productions right now, not on live performances.
So right now I'm getting ready to do one big EP release show in Nashville really soon, but yeah, unfortunately from there I'm looking at it from a financial perspective, and going on tour is very expensive. So I went on tour.
I know.
So expensive.
It's
But
unreal, man. It's unreal. It's like sometimes if you focus on that too much, it's something that it's not accessible, and you give up. And don't do it. Don't do that. For God's sake, don't do that. You will get there anyway because you are good. You will attract the right audience. But we have to remember, focus on streaming services, build that good audience on streaming services. In your case, you have done that already, and then you keep going until the time you achieve that, and could be in partnership with another artist, another bands, like a festival, a small venues festival, because after pandemic the music industry needed to adapt it too. You don't have big venues like stadium anymore. People are afraid to go there. People are thinking about COVID and virals, etc. And this just brought down a little bit. We have to adapt our mentality in terms of venues and live performance. Nowadays doesn't mean a person is not an artist if he's not doing live performance, because the globalization, because the streaming services. And when we talk about your live performances, so you don't have any agenda right now. So your schedule is we have no date, but you pretend you are building that. You are thinking about building that soon.
Yes, no, I played it live a lot in 2022, and then I took a little break in the fourth quarter just to give my voice a rest and be able to start planning for the CP and what comes next after that. But yeah, no, getting to play live though is definitely my favorite experience. And I know around this time last year, I played a show actually down in Nashville, and I didn't know anyone in the crowd. I was basically opening for another band, and I remember I played the interview, the first song I played with you guys, and yeah, I had this one like massive like metal guy. He's like moshing the whole time, and he's just bawling his eyes out. And I was just over here watching, like, oh my god, he doesn't know who I am. Like, this is touching him. And I finished the song. He just jumps up on stage, just hugs me. He's like, dude, like my wife just left me. Like I just caught her cheating, and like I know it's gonna get better. And I was just like, oh my god, I can. This is exactly why I do this. And so the live performance for me is like the springboard to keep me going whenever there's other bullshit in the career that I have to, work through.
All right, okay. So we have to work with adaptations. Also because the music industry is changing. So I'm sure you have the same experience you had before playing live. But also think about that, this adaptation now. Bring a little bit down your expectations about this, and don't get frustrated because a lot of things are changing worldwide. And I'm telling you that because I'm connected with a lot of producers, and this is not only about investment. This is about the audience, what they want to experience. And when it's more intimated, it's smaller, that's the right path to go. Artists needs to get on this path sooner in their careers. Bring it smaller and simpler, and then you can reach better your audience. It makes it easier for people to accept to be in a live performance. And then obviously we are talking about investment. A lot of people are in difficult, so makes it even cheaper. You do many smaller performance instead of one big one in a stadium with 10 different investors behind you. Make it simpler. Amazing conversation I have with you. I just loved it. I loved it, and I can see you are very professional, have a lot of experience. You are only 26, and this is very impressive. Above all, the high quality of your music, man, I just loved it. It's amazing.
Seriously, thank you so much, man. Like this has been very fun. Like perfect way to start my day. Seriously, thank you.
Come on. Yeah. If we don't have good artists like you, we cannot do the superpop.tv. We need people like you to work as a reference. Thank you very much to accept this invitation, and I will make you an invitation to be part of our project. So we have a platform for music distribution, and I know a lot of people, a lot of artists, they are also using different music distribution platforms, but this platform is social constructive. We give commission for those who brings all the artists and producers inside the platform. So it's pophits.co, and we give free music distribution because we have other services we provide. So we give free music distribution, especially for artists that are in need of support and starting their careers, and they have the opportunity to have bring all the artists with their network, and from there have a commission from everyone they bring permanently. So it's creating a mechanism for people to have a kind of income and use this income to improve their career when people are listening to music. So if I bring an artist and I help to promote that artist's music, people are listening to his music, I'm earning too because I brought him to the platform. That's how it works. So you can have partnerships with influencers, bloggers. They promote your music, they earn a commission from your music directly through the platform. So I am the CEO of this platform. It's pophits.co. Behind all this social constructive project, it's also to help kids that are victims of child sexual slavery. So this is the main part of the project. It's social constructive. While people are listening to music, all artists that are members of this platform are actually helping kids to be rescued from child sexual slavery worldwide. We help these institutions. So if you want to be part of this project, pophits.co, or you can talk to us through email info@pophits.co. All right?
PopHitsCo. Awesome. Very cool, man. I love that.
This is my invitation. And if you have any artists and producers you know that want to use the services of music distribution for free, bring them to the platform and on your network, your invitation, and you will have commissions from their music too. All right?
I'm writing it down as we speak. PopHitsCo.
pophits.co.
PopHitsCo.
Right. So thank you very much for this interview. And I hope when you have the new EP ready, we have an interview and talk about the new songs.
I would
Good?
love that so much, man. This has been fantastic. Seriously, thank you so much for having me on and for asking such good questions.
Amazing, amazing. I'm happy you liked. And I will be waiting for you.
Cannot
See
wait,
you
man.
next time.
I'll see you next time in that case, man. Have a good one.